morning, everybody. Today I want to talk a bit about breakthrough. I don't know what your 2025 look like and what 2026 will bring to you, but I'm sure that all of us as areas where we are praying for breakthrough, we are hoping for breakthrough in an area. Now with breakthrough, it's overcoming a barrier and seeing a change in situations. Now in the New Testament, in the Bible, in the book of John, there was this man who was paralyzed for 38 years, and he was at the pool of Bethesda, and he was hoping to get healed. Now I'll read from John 5 verse 5. It says, "One who was there had been an invalid for 38 years. When Jesus saw him lying there and learned that he had been in this condition for a long time, he asked him, 'Do you want to get well?' 'Sir,' the invalid replied, 'I have no one to help me into the pool when the water is stirred. While I'm trying to get in, someone else goes down ahead of me.' Then Jesus said to him, 'Get up, pick up your mat and walk.' At once the man was cured. He picked up his mat and walked." What an amazing story. And I cannot imagine what this man must have felt in that moment when he heard those words from Jesus, and he took a leap of faith. He trusted what this man was telling him would heal him, and he got up and he walked away. Now, people that are going through tough times and who are waiting for these breakthrough, they really have faith that it can occur. Sometimes it's a short time of waiting, sometimes it's a much longer time of waiting. If you look at this man waiting for 38 years. You look at the Israelites, 40 years in the desert before they entered the promised land. But they always had that faith and the hope that God will come through and fulfill the promises that He made for them. Now, as a body of Christ, we as the church can help people in those circumstances. We can be the hands and feet of Jesus. We can be there to listen to them. We can be there to help them with small tasks, small obstacles in their lives in that period while they are waiting for the change or the breakthrough in their lives. Now, if we read in the book of Corinthians, where the Apostle Paul wrote, he said in Corinthians 12 verse 27, "Now you are the body of Christ, and each one of you is a part of it." That's us as Christians, and we really need to go out and support other people. Sometimes we just need to get out of the blocks a bit. Yesterday I went for a cycle with my son, and normally we go a certain distance and we go to a little beach not far from here called Bells Beach, and that's normally where I would stop because that's my maximum limit for the day. Now yesterday when we got there, he said to me, "Dad, do you want to go a little bit further?" And I felt that, well, maybe I can do a little bit further, get a bit out of my comfort zone, try to push myself a bit harder and further. What I didn't know though was the obstacles that I would encounter in that short distance that we did go further. There was stairs where we couldn't cycle, you had to carry the bike. There were sand obstacles, steep hills, but overcome all of that, and we saw a little echidna, which is like a little Eystervarkie from South Africa. Something that I would not have seen if I didn't go that extra mile. Maxed out on heart rate, but it was all worth it for what I saw during the trip and what I experienced. As Christians, we can do that as well, to get out of our comfort zone and to help other people in that time where they wait for their breakthrough. And friend, I don't know if you are waiting for a breakthrough today or whether you can be that person that can support somebody who is waiting for his breakthrough. But there's always hope, and that hope is in Jesus Christ. Thank you.